Hey, what's going on, guys? X here, and today I thought we'd take a look at Batman from Justice League Gods and Monsters. It's an animated movie done by Timm, which also did Batman the Animated Series, so I'm a fan of his work, so I went ahead and picked these up. I did like the movie as well. It's a little bit different, so I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But if you're not a huge fan of the DC Collectibles line, where they're giving us all these Batman animated figures, then this might be something you pass on. I just think that the toy is a little bit lacking, and so is Superman and Wonder Woman. She's all right. But I wanted to show these guys off, so we're going to be taking a look at all three of the characters this week. But what you get is the stand, an additional head, the figure, and then two sets of hands, which isn't really a whole lot if you ask me. I mean, with some of these other figures that we're getting from this line or the animated series line, you're going to get quite a few hands, and you even get some accessories as well. Maybe they're like, okay, you're going to get less accessories because you get the head here. Still, I would think we would get more. One of the things that I wanted to kind of show off is these hands here, because it's really important that you see they're open. It looks like there's a gap there to where you can put the grappling hook or even slide some batarangs in there, but he doesn't come with those accessories. So why even include these hands? They're kind of pointless because they're meant to put something in, but he doesn't come with anything. So I guess if you wanted to steal some from that you're not using with your animated series line, maybe you could do that. But still, I think I don't know, it's kind of weird having them and nothing to put in them. Then he also comes with the unmasked head, which we do see him in the movie like this. He's very emo-ish, and he's got his weird looking mullet. The guy that actually voiced him was Michael C. Hall, which also played Dexter in the Showtime series. So I kind of like him, you know. So not the head, not the way this looks, but I much prefer the Batman. Him all hooded up, this cowl and stuff like that. And then you get your stand, which you can see him here on the bottom, and this goes up and down, back and forth, and these open and close. So pretty basic to all of them. Now, as you can see, he can kind of stand on his own quite well. And we already kind of got a little 360 there, but you can see the white paint here. So it's painted on different sections. There isn't any overflow where it's like kind of dripped on the black. Same thing with here in the chest. Everything is lined up really nice. So not going into the black at all. Same thing with the back. So everything is very clean. Now, he's just mostly a black figure and with a little bit of white, but I mean, he's Batman, which he's supposed to be mostly black. But the little bit of paint that he does have, they did a pretty nice job on it. Same thing with the cuffs down here. Now, with the face, kind of getting a look at that. One of these ears right here, and it's the way that it was packaged to where this ear was kind of like pushed over by the plastic. So I don't know if they all have that problem, but that was a little issue on mine. But I've just kind of mess with it for a couple of minutes, kind of trying to bend it back into place, and eventually it'll look right. So it's not really that big of an issue. But some nice red eyes. There's really no paint in the mouth, so you can barely see the mouth there just because of the way it's molded. But as far as articulation goes, the head is on a ball joint, and it's pretty easy to swap them out. You can see that you have the joint that's down here that'll move around, and then you have the top ball joint that the head will move around. So those are going to be easy to exchange, but get all the movement that you want out of this guy. With the arms, the shoulders only go up this far, which is pretty limited. And that's one of the other things that it's kind of a real downer about this guy is the shoulder is very limited, but they will rotate here. The elbow, okay, there's it extended. It only has one click, and that's all you get is one click. And then, but it can still rotate here. The fist, they rotate and they go in and out on that joint as well. The same for the other fist. The waist does rotate. The legs go back. Look how far they go back, but they can't go forward that far. So if you wanted to jack the other Batman's ride, I couldn't do so. Or it's just, that's about as far. You could still get them into the Batmobile if you wanted to, but I just thought it was kind of weird how most of the figures, they can't really go back that far, but he goes back quite a bit. Then out the legs, they can go all the way out. There is no thigh cut, and the knees, that's as far as they go, as you can see. So kind of limited on the articulation there. The feet, they go back and forth and they also rotate. These little, they look like just little house shoes. So, so without the thigh cut, like none of these guys have them, but I usually just, for the best pose I can do, since he doesn't have any accessories, is just kind of spread his legs apart. You angle the feet to where they're flat, kind of come out with these, and like he's kind of in a tough guy pose. But that's pretty much the only pose that I can really think of to get out of them. Now, someone more creative than I can probably figure out something. But I think with the elbows, they're limited in posability. The knees are limited as well. Even if you would have switch out the hands, he doesn't have any accessories to put in them, so it's kind of pointless. But unless you're this is something that I wouldn't recommend unless you're a fan of the film, you're a fan of the Bruce Timm animated style, or you're just a really big hardcore fan of Batman and you're going to at least get Batman. Then I can see you like picking them up. But other than that, I'd spend my money on something else. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully I was able to help you in your buying decision. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace.